board. Let's go. Hold on. Wait, shit. Is it... I can't remember how to stream on this laptop. Which one is it? Is it this? I think it's this. Okay. Boom. I was like, which display? Hi, I changed the angle up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of what I'm doing this time versus last time I think we had it like straight on like this. And so the table isn't that deep and there wasn't enough like room for me to show you what was happening. So hopefully this will go a little bit better. I also have my iPad out here so I can, because you guys are too far away over there. So I have this. If you guys see me typing over here, it's because I'm responding on chat. And I'm also just looking at chat here. How's the sound? It's a little bit noisy. I think it's quieter than it was when I was setting up. I swear when I was setting up there was a neighbor over there like vacuuming their car, and then a neighbor over here like doing something. I don't know, it was like fucking noisy. It was so noisy. Sit garden fit, thank you. It's my apron. I wear the same thing during cooking streams. Sounds good, not noisy? Okay, good. Hopefully the shotgun mic will take care of most of the background noise. I also want to introduce you guys to my latest tea addiction, which is cold brewed longjing tea. Longjing is dragon well tea, which is a type of green tea. It's so damn good. Like longjing I only drink once a year when it's like super fresh, because I like stronger teas and longjing is kind of like lighter. So it's not super to my taste, but I do enjoy it once a year when it's the time to drink it. But I realize that usually you steep it like once and then all the flavor goes away, and that makes me kind of mad. But when you cold brew it, you can do like a big batch and then it lasts you all day, and it's cold and it has really like light summery flavor. It makes me really happy. I think it's the best way to drink longjing. I've like changed my thoughts on it. I think I will only drink longjing like this from now on. Always noisy the moment you want to record or go live. That's literally like the rule. I started stream like an hour and a half late today because I wanted to sleep in, and I like announced it on Discord. I was like, hey guys, I'm really fucking tired. Like, ignore the stream start time. I'm gonna start whenever I wake up. And literally 7:30 a.m. this morning, the neighbors were like running some machine upstairs, and I could just hear it going for like ages. I felt like I was going crazy. It's 7:30 fucking a.m. These guys also stomp around at like 3 a.m. I think it's like a law of nature that neighbors always get noisy when you don't want them to be. Like, that's always the rule. I don't think it was a vacuum. It didn't sound like a vacuum. It sounded like, I don't know, like a blender or something. Does the lighting look good? I'm glad. It's just natural light. I feel like it's actually a little bit bottom lighting, which I don't enjoy, but it's okay, it works. Okay, so last time I got a little bit hyperfixated. This is our second repotting stream, by the way. But last time I got a little bit fixated on my pothoses. So this time I'm making an effort to deal with all the other plants that I meant to deal with and didn't get around to. So, I'm having an early morning moment. What is this called again? I have like a bajillion of them. I can't remember. It'll come to me later on in stream. I can't remember what this plant is called. But I have like a few of these that have rooted. This one was rooted and then I put it in this pot, and I hate the pinkness of it because it doesn't mesh with the rest of my interior, so I've been meaning to repot it. Plus it's probably root bound because look at how cluttered it is. So I've been meaning to... No, this is not a pothos. This is a... It starts with an S. Oh my god, why is it... It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But basically we're just gonna chill and chat and repot some plants and do a little co-working stream. Okay, I'm fucking tired. We're gonna take it easy. Not at 4 a.m. my time, I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna learn a lot today. I'm glad you think so, Moody. Not that I can even remember what this plant is called right now. Keep trying to get into tea. I didn't have a chance to try it until my 20s. I'm afraid the flavor range is earthier that works for me. Less earthy ones. Oh, try this for sure then. Try the Dragon Wells for sure. I don't consider them very earthy. Don't use super hot water for Dragon Well or it gets really bitter. That's another reason I like the cold brew, is because when you cold brew something, anything, it doesn't really turn bitter. So I really like stronger dragon well teas, which is not possible unless you use really hot water or a lot of tea leaves, which will get bitter no matter what. But if you cold brew it, it sidesteps the issue altogether. How's life? How is life? That's a good question. Oh, this is where my polka dot plant was from. I just realized. Anyway, it is not a pothos. This is not a pothos. This is a... Look, this is a silver pothos or a satin pothos. I still haven't quite figured out. Do I have a normal pothos out here with me today? No, I have like a bajillion in the house because we spent all of last stream repotting them. This is a... Oh my god, it's bothering me so much. Hold on. I'm literally just gonna... We're just gonna Google it. I'm just gonna... Here, I'll pull my phone up for this. I need a tea blog at this point. Listen, first thing I do when I quit my job is start a tea channel. Or just start uploading tea videos to my channel. Let's see. Vining, houseplants... Oh, it's not an S. It's a P. This is a philodendron. Yes, this is a philodendron. I'm fucking insane. It's just a philodendron. This is a philodendron. I have some that are rooting over here. Wait, hold on. Where is it? Or do I? No, I don't. I have a Swiss cheese plant rooting over here. And, this is a... Am I just blinking like crazy? Is this not a peperomia? This is not a peperomia. This is a... I'm just having a major brain fart kind of day. That's okay. We'll just hold up plants and be like, this plant. Wait, I do have pothoses here. They're literally right here. These are my rooting pothoses. They're making little baby leaves because I left them in the vials for too long. I use these like propagation vials. They go on like, they usually go on this like a really long wooden stand thing, but I took them out for the stream, so they're in this mug now. Philodendron and pothos look so... No, they don't. Wait, what? No, they don't. Wait. I feel like I'm going crazy. They do not. Look at this. This is a philodendron. This is a pothos. They do not look similar. Am I crazy? They look totally different. What do you mean? Huh? Okay, I mean, I guess it depends on what features you're looking at, but to me they look like wildly different plants. No, you're not crazy. Okay, thank you. But they have leaves. Okay, by that measure, all plants look the same. You plant people keep plants in test tubes. These are how we root them. So this one's almost out of water, but you can see that I stuck like a cutting in here and now it has little baby roots. Usually I would wait a little longer for it to root a little more robustly before I repot it. I might still do that, but I honestly think it'll be fine. I'll just put it in like a little baby pot. I think it'll be okay. This vial also looks hella nasty because I haven't washed it in a while. I feel like the philodendron is more delicate. Oh, by far. The philodendron is way, way, way more delicate. This guy my friend gave me, and I'm super blanking on the name again. Is it not a peperomia? Is it not a type of a peperomia? I think I'm just crazy. It's okay. I haven't slept in like a month. I don't care anymore. It's not that deep. Are they parents or scientists? Look, there's so many plants whose names I can't remember right now. This one too, it's like dying because I kept it on the look at how scraggly looking this guy is. I kept it on my windowsill when it like doesn't really like direct light because I kept it on the corner of the windowsill that doesn't get a lot of direct light. But there's not enough like dirt in here for the amount of plant, which just means it's not really, it's like fine, you know, it's healthy. Like look at these new ends that are growing perfectly healthily. It's fine, but it's not like flourishing. So today's goal is to repot it, so hopefully it will be flourishing. And also clean it up a bit. I want to get rid of all these dead leaves. Literally articles like pothos versus philodendron, what's the difference? I think people think they look the same. I think they look the same for the first like 2 minutes you look at one, but the moment you like actually own one, you're not gonna have any issues. Like there's no way. There's no way. Today we are flourish maxing. I like that. That sparks joy. With Dash, hello, welcome. Yeah, these have a really pretty color. They're like a little pinkish. I have a coworker who's moving soon and he's gonna give me his, whatever the hell this is. I always forget what it's called. At some point I'll pause and look it up. Right now I'm not feeling it. Okay, I'm gonna start by just taking all the crunchy bits off. It's bothering me. Let's start with this one because it sits right next to my desk, so I have to look at it every day, and every day I get guilty about how long I've left it. Okay. Same as last time, I'm gonna use a big paper bag for compost. Okay. I like the paper bag method as a patio gardener, because you can just lump it all together in the paper bag and then throw the whole last paper bag out into the compost. Okay, I also have like this, do you guys see this? There's like a frame thing I've put in here. It doesn't quite fit in the pot, which may be part of why I'm having trouble with this plant. Why are all my, I need to silence my phone. Saw something in that supermarket, it was glittering. Yes, I think some of these do get kind of shiny. I think when my friend first gave this plant to me, it was glittery. I don't know if it still is. I don't know how that happens. Maybe when they're like very healthy and mine just isn't healthy or something. But it definitely started out glittery and it grew like crazy at first. And then I think it just kind of outgrew its pot and now it's not the most happy plant in the house. Aries, hello! Could the frame be lifted out of the pot and bent in slightly? I guess I could try. But either way, I think I'm gonna just let it vine downwards instead of upward going forward. Look at how healthy these leaves on the ends are though. Like, that is a beautiful plant. Like, it's clearly doing fine. And I feel like a lot of my vining plants are like this, where they're gorgeous on the ends and not gorgeous on the tops or in the middles. Like, they start balding like this. And when it comes to vining plants, what you're supposed to do is like trim them constantly so they don't do this, but that's a lot of work. I don't wanna. I'm a very lazy plant parent. Okay, so with that, I think that's all of the dead leaves. Oh, there's a few more here. How's the leaf crunch ASMR? Are you guys getting it? I tried to point the mic generally towards the desk, so hopefully it's coming through. I only sound checked for my voice. I didn't sound check for ASMR. Okay, I'm gonna loosen up this area. ASMR so good. Okay, I'm glad. Crunch. Okay, here it comes. There you go. All right, let me go get my, oh! It just dropped like a turd of dirt behind it. I'm gonna go get my, wait, hold on. It is not root bound. I think it's fine in this container. It is maybe a little bit overwatered and oversunned at the same time. I don't know if that's possible, but the root ball actually looks fine. It doesn't look over rooted. So I'm gonna just change pots for it, I think. Because this doesn't actually fit in this that well. And then maybe we'll just trim it and give it a new location. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, thanks for the 3rd anniversary postcards, Susan. I'll get those out hopefully next week. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's my big vat of dirt. I got a pot of dirt. I got a pot of dirt. I got a pot of dirt. And guess what's inside it? It's not a jar. I guess it's not a pot either. I got a container of dirt. It doesn't hit the same. I don't like it. Glad I'm not too late to claim one. Yeah, I'll keep it up for another, well, until I run out basically. So I'll take a count in a bit. Where should I put this? Right here. Whew. Tub? Oh, I like that tub. I got a tub of dirt. Here. I got a tub of dirt. I got a tub of dirt. I got a tub of dirt. And guess what's inside it? Perfect! Teamwork makes the dream work. Thank you for that. Maybe I should make some room for the tub of dirt. And let me get my hair up before my hands start getting nasty. I don't want my hair in my face. Ugh. Aries, why? What am I being judged for now? Okay, let's choose a pot. Is this too big? The tub of dirt, TM. I don't think it's too big. I think we can make that work. Look, you can see it's 200 yen from Daiso. I love it when I show up at Daiso and for some reason they have a ton of plant stuff. It's not always true. So whenever it happens, I end up spending like $50 fucking dollars. The tub of dirt, TM. Why are you judging my tub of dirt? Wait, do you guys know why I have a tub of dirt? Do you know why it has to be like this? I just realized I didn't explain. So, when you repot or pot plants for the house, like for indoors, you really want to make sure that your dirt is sanitized. And the way, I think the easiest way to sanitize dirt is to stick it under the sun for like a day. So, I actually only did half a day for this, so it may not be that sanitized. But you don't want like bugs or bug eggs or any of that bullshit in your dirt, or you will get really disgusting like bugs. You will get bugs all over. You will get fungus gnats and fruit flies, and you will hate your fucking life. So, sanitize your dirt. I thought dirt was inherently dirty. Well, you want it to be dirt-y, but not buggy. So kill the bugs. I just stick it under the sun for a bit. That's basically my technique. This did not get enough time in the sun, but at this point I accept my fate. This is just how it's gonna be. It like seems overall fine. I think it'll be okay. I think I can get away with it. Famous last words. You've never heard of sanitizing dirt? You should. People are always like, oh, like I really want houseplants, but I had a plant once and I had like a ton of bugs in it. I'm like, you're doing it wrong. Sorry, buddy, you're doing it wrong. My first year with plants, I was definitely didn't know what I was doing and had a lot of bugs, and it was not a very ideal, fun experience. Okay, how should I do this? I want you guys to be able to like see. I spilled a thing of water. 1 second. It'll be okay. It didn't spill on me. Oh, there's a dead ladybug on me. That's very fun. Okay. Let me scoot these guys in. Move this over. We'll make some room for the tub of dirt. Right there. Chaos maxing. Everything maxing at this point. Oh, do we use the spill command? Do you have any recs for plants with cats? My cat will knock over everything and anything. Oh, if your cat is knocking over plants, I don't have a lot for you. But if your cat is chewing on plants, that's a different thing. We can talk about that. Knocking over plants, I'm not gonna be very helpful. Our cat is very well behaved when it comes to not knocking things over. Very not well behaved in other ways, but at least when it comes to knocking things over, she does not really do that. Okay. I'm wondering if I need more, what's it fucking called? The white shit. What's the white shit called? Not cocaine. Perlite. I need more perlite. Let me mix more perlite in. Can you guys see? Let me give you guys a better angle on the mix. Hop, 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 hop. There you go. It's kind of dark. Is that just me? Not you saying that. What? I always call it plant cocaine. I literally call perlite plant cocaine because I always forget what it's actually called. It's like a constant issue in my brain. Is for some reason I can never remember what perlite is called. So it's plant cocaine. Right? Plant cocaine. Okay, I should probably put my gardening gloves on at this point. I don't know. I really like the feeling of my hands in dirt, to be honest. So sometimes I try to get away with it as long as I can, but today is not one of those days, I guess. Mix. Oh, I think it can take even more perlite. More crack. What's perlite for? It helps to prevent the dirt from clumping up. And getting like super, like imagine if like the dirt got like really densely packed together, there would be no space for air in between the dirt pieces, I guess. And the roots would suffocate basically, so it's not good for the root system. So the perlite helps to keep it broken up and helps to retain nutrients and is overall just better for like the balanced composition of the soil. So it's not just like straight dirt, right? I also have like, you can see like little bark pieces mixed in here also. It's all part of the potting mix that I usually use. Every plant's gonna be a little different, but frankly, I am lazy, so I use the same potting mix overall for pretty much everything. I don't think too hard about it. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's that deep. And that's why my plants are all surviving and not thriving. Because I do not take very good care of them, to be honest. Like, if they're alive, that would be enough. Wait, oh my god, Hamilton reference time. On our drive down to Anime Expo, I made my 2 car mates listen to all of the Hamilton musical with me. Like, I became one of those people. How did we get here? I didn't know gardening was so hard. I don't think it is hard. Or I don't think it's hard. I find it really relaxing. If anything, it's my only hobby I've never tried to monetize. So I say that, but technically is doing a stream of gardening monetizing it? I don't know. Maybe it is. I'm doing this for me though. It doesn't really matter. That doesn't count as monetizing. Okay, so you can see I'm going in there whenever I find like a clump of something, I try to break it up. Hamilton songs are a bop, I agree. I think it's like trendy to hate on it right now, which is fine or whatever, but I really enjoyed that musical, unironically. I was very late to the game. I think by the time I finally listened to Hamilton, it was like 2 years after it had come out. I remember sitting there, I was like interning at the time. Oh my god, I was having my fancy Google internship, and I was sitting there doing my intern stuff, and I decided to put on the musical in the background, just like the soundtrack, like album, you know, like song after song after song in order, with no context. I went in blind. And I just remember that day I got nothing done because I just ended up sitting there like listening to this musical, and then at certain points like tears streaming down my cheek. Like, I got really into it. First burn? I think everyone has like a different... I have 2 favorites. I would say that my 2 favorites are Satisfied and You'll be back, soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. The Times 2 version performed by Ham. I love that one. I love Ham. I'm a big Ham fan. Okay. It feels like no matter how much I mix in here, it looks the same. I'm also realizing I don't think it's showing up on camera that well, but I don't want to hold it over the keyboard because then there's going to be dirt on my keyboard here. Let me try to get like a decent amount that won't spill. There you go. Have some dirt. Boop. Satisfied is your favorite too? I remember the first time I heard it. It's one of those moments in the musical where you're like, oh, things are not as they seem. And it does a really good job of illustrating like the Schuyler sisters' relationship with Hamilton, I feel like. I mean, fictionalized, you know, but still fun. For the purpose of the narrative, a really well executed song. Okay, let's get some dirt in this bad boy. Yoop. He's after me 'cause I'm Schuyler's sister. That elevates his status. I'd have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now Eliza's bride. Nice going, Angelica. He was right. He will never be satisfied. Where are you taking me? I'm about to change your life. You guys are gonna eat the dirt? Okay. I'm proud of you. Truly like streamer, like chat. I can't even say anything to that. Okay, I think I had actually a cutting of this that had rooted. I'm gonna make it join its parent. Right here, in this vial, here. See this one? This is a cutting that I took. I was just testing to see how well it would root. It looks like it's actually rooted pretty well. So I'm gonna add it to its parent pot. Right here. Ew. I kind of want to, hold on. I'm going to grab a little bit of a thing to help you guys see better. I'm going to grab a tray. Just a second. I'm going to grab one from inside. not that bad today. It's like pretty cool. All right, I decided to use a cutting board instead. So we're gonna do this. I'll put it here so you guys can see what's happening. I think that angle's a little better, right? I didn't want to do an overhead camera because it seemed like it would be too annoying to, I move around too much when I'm like repotting things, you know? So I'm just gonna shove it in there gently and boop, 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 boop. Okay, she looks a little bit crazy right now, all over the place, but I think it'll be happier with a little more dirt. Okay, here we go. That is the first plant repotted. We did it! Yay! Okay. I should probably trim that more. Why are we talking about alien stage? Wait, oh my god. I was at it wasn't a house party, we were just hanging out. I was with Mina and some other friends during Anime Expo, and Mina sits us down and goes like, okay guys, we're gonna watch Alien Stage. And the only people present, there are like 10 people present, the only people present who know Alien Stage are me and Mina. And Mina, you can tell, is like very well versed in the experience of like introducing people to Alien Stage. But for me, it's my first time like being the person in the room who knows Alien Stage when no one else does. So I had a very trying experience of like not reacting. So I wouldn't spoil things for people. Oh my god. When I was in my first year in college economics major, I was really obsessed with Hamilton. It didn't really blow up to mainstream status. General economic history teacher was really weirded out by how much I remember anecdotes about Alexander Hamilton. You knew all the details. You knew the duels he's been in, how his son died, how he cheated on his wife. It's all in there. I hope that years later your teacher was like, oh, that's why. You were just a nerd. Okay, let's do the pink pot next with the philodendron. Haha. This guy. It's actually so healthy, and whenever I am repotting a healthy plant, I get a little nervous because, like, what if I make it unhealthy, you know? Let me choose a cute pot for it. Oh, wait, I feel like I should have saved that last one for... That's too late now. Okay. We'll choose another Daiso pot. I don't want to switch them, actually. I think I will. I think I'm going to switch them. Wait, hold on. There's like a... It's like a price sticker in here I'm trying to get rid of. Hi, Koo. What's up? Okay, got it. So there's a drainage hole at the bottom. It was covering it. Get rid of this. I know we literally just repotted this, but I'm gonna hit the undo button real quick. Alien Stage is so good. Well said, well said. It truly is. It's very enjoyable. If you liked Alien Stage, by the way, you should go watch Milgram Project, because I think you'll also like it, because the format is quite similar. What an awful place for a sticker. I think they were just trying... I wish they had put it on the outside here instead, but I get it. I think they were just trying to block the drainage hole. I can respect that decision. All right, the tray's coming back out. Boom. I'm gonna take it out again. All right. Oh, great. Now Satisfied is stuck in my head. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd decidedly resign. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine. She'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. Oh no, there's dirt on my iPad. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, there's dirt everywhere. Okay. That's par for the course. This is how these usually go. Okay. Repotted. I might have broken some roots in the process, but we're not going to think about that. I'm sure it'll recover just fine. I am full of certainty. Wait, what? Do you think this will fit now? This thing? Because I think it would. Wait, I'm going to bend it a little. Yeah, there you go. See? The legs actually bent in pretty easily. Okay. Here we go.
So then it'll just go in like this. Let me loop in some guys like that. Kind of ugly. It's okay. It's because it's bald. When a plant goes bald, it does get a little ugly. That is correct. But when I fantasize at night... Why is it that line stuck in my head? It's Alexander's eyes. Yeah. How does a bastard orphan son of a... Oh, shit. I keep getting more dirt. To the groom! To the groom! To the groom! To the groom! To the bride! To the bride! To the bride! To my sister, Angelica. Angelica, who's always by your side. To your union! And hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. Okay. It looks real crazy right now, but we're going to accept our fates. I'll give it a trim when I feel like it, is what I always say, and then I never do. Okay, and then this one can be used for this. Damn, don't have to bald shame those plants. They're doing their best, but am I? I have failed my children. And I know she'll be happy as his bride. And I know I will never be satisfied. Wait, is it he will never be satisfied? I will never be satisfied? Who is texting me? Oh, it's just WhatsApp. Okay. Come on, buddy. Get out of there. I believe in you, little philodendron. Woo! Oh, what a healthy little root ball. I'm so proud of you. Ah, yeah. Okay. Look! Look how healthy that is. No wonder you look so robust. Am I about to ruin it for you? It's a little deep. One more. Still a little deep. It's a really strong plant, yeah. Every plant is revivable, or is there a threshold of revivability? I think it depends on how you're doing the reviving and how far gone it is. I still think this is too... Hold on. That's fine. If it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. Okay, I'm gonna use my cheeky little... Okay. I don't know if I got to use these last time. These are my, I have like an Asian, like soup spoon, a tangshan. And I have a little plastic shovel. And this tiny plastic shovel is, it's actually from Tancha. It's a boba place. And they give you the shovel to eat they do like a thick cream layer on top thing. So they give you the shovel to eat their creme brulee layer, I think, or something like that. So I have since stolen these tiny shovels for my plant care needs because I think it's so appropriate. It's a tiny shovel. But it's really good when you really want to like get in on the edges here. And there's like, I don't want to put a whole ass like shovel up in there. So I just use a little guy instead like this and it goes boop. It's super cute. In particular, these little guys are really good for succulent pottings. Oh, I should probably repot some of my succulents, actually, now that I'm talking about that. We'll see if I get around to it today. Okay, so that's that side. I try to avoid getting too much dirt on the leaves because I don't think it's good for them. I don't know what the science says, to be honest, but if I can, I avoid it. All right. It adds to the planting vibes. Exactly. It feels very appropriate for the occasion. Yeah. Oh yeah, my tangshan just broke. Cursed. Why did you break? Now there's dirt on my leaf. Okay. There's dirt everywhere, actually. It's whatever. Okay, and then as another hack, do you guys know what these are? This is the lid of a takeout container. I use it as my water saucer. So then when I water this plant and it, like extra water comes out of the drainage hole, it gets caught by my takeout container. Yo, it's all about reduce, reuse, recycle, okay? I think I'm so smart. I like to use those containers for succulent planting too. I'll probably go grab one and show you guys in a moment. I have a little succulent nursery that's like super out of whack. Kind of sad though, this little tall shell lasted me so long, but the handle just cracked. Look at it. I don't know if you can see. It cracked right here. You served me well, buddy. I'll miss you. Okay, that's 2 plants. We're doing a lot better than last stream. Wait, my iPad went to sleep. Swipe up for Face ID. My glove is on. Let me in. My mom did something similar with a chocolate tub. True Asian behavior, approved by everyone. I love it. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay, next up. Yeah. Oh, I need a break. Let's have some tea. 2 plants better? That tells me all I need to know. Yeah, last time I got super fixated on one specific pothos plant. It was like a massive fucking pothos plant. And I just got really obsessed with the question of whether I could disentangle its roots. And the answer was yes. The answer was yes, I could. But it took like an hour. So, yeah, I'm doing great by that measure. Because we're like, what, 40 minutes in a stream? Yeah, we're like 42 minutes in a stream. And I already repotted 2 plants. And yapped a lot. So, I think we're doing great. Blossom, hello. Repotting is going fine. It's so wonderful. Did it survive the murder? Well, for now, I would say not well, but it's still alive. It's not dead. It sure is surviving. Here, I'll just show you guys. It's so ugly now. Well, it was already ugly though, is the thing. Like, it went in like half dead, but now it's like even more half dead. Let me see if I can, here. Okay, so these are most of what was remaining from that plant. All of the leaves over here fell out after the repotting. There were still a few left. There were like a good 10 leaves in here left. It was already balding, right? That's why I was repotting it to begin with. But I would say it's recovering very beautifully. If you look at the ends here, these are all new growth. And we have new growth at the top too. And new growth on these ends. So all of the new growth is really healthy, which makes me think that it's actually not bad. It just had to go through like an adjustment period. But afterwards, I think it's adjusted well. It was a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a growing pains, new environment adjustment situation. It is otherwise actually surviving. If you only look at the ends, for example, it's actually pretty happy. Yeah. I have an intrusive thought to eat it. I feel like we're all having intrusive thoughts to eat all of my plants for some reason. If that's new growth, that's good. Yeah, it's all new growth. There's like a lot of new growth. And all of the new growth, the way I usually check my pothos plants for health is how much variegation I'm getting on the leaves. So let's look at this new leaf, for example. This one. Look at how much like coloring is on that, like the yellow and white spots on it. That is a gorgeous, healthy fucking leaf. Like, this plant is happy. It's very happy with me. Even though it's a little bald over here, which we'll work on it slowly. It'll take some time. And that's the thing with my pothos plants is I don't always have the patience to give them that time because I have so many pothos plants. So sometimes I'm like, what if I just trashed you? I'm not a very good parent. I'm like, damn, I have so many kids. I can just throw some of my kids away. But yeah, that's the demonstration of how it survived after last time's. What was it? It was like a stabbing. It was like a stabbing murder because we spent like a whole hour stabbing the root ball, trying to disentangle it. Right. Severs, hello. Good to see you. What's up? Okay. Next up, I have two options. Which one? Let's do a big guy. Let's do a really big guy. We haven't done a big guy yet. Okay. Here's my big guy. I believe this is a dumb cane, but I'm not 100% sure actually. I bought it when it was just like this big. It was like a much smaller pot and it was just about that tall from Costco. And now it's this big. I am deeply in love with it, even though I think actually that it's a little bit poisonous. Supposedly, if you touch the leaves, you can give yourself a rash. So I try not to touch it too much. But I think he's a good boy. You're calling him dumb? He's not dumb. But that's his name. He's a dumb cane. That is one happy plant. He is so happy. But the thing is, he like really needs to be repotted. Like the pot is, I think, visibly too small for the plant. And also, he's been like teetering a little bit in a way that makes me kind of nervous. So I have only repotted this once since I got it. And I think it's about time to move on, I guess. I just hope I don't kill it in the process. Test it to see if it's dumb or not. How? How do I do that? Okay. I really wish I had not like only recently watered these plants because it makes it a lot harder to repot them. I'm just going around the edge right now to loosen any attachment it might have to the pot. Should make it easier. I also like to bang on the sides usually for this, because sometimes the shovel will like break roots. I think it should be okay. This is gonna get messy. You guys ready? Use this. Use the tiny shovel. There you go. All right, let's investigate the root ball. Oh! It doesn't need to be repotted. Hold on. It's fine. Look at how small that root ball is. It got hooked on a thing and it dropped the vial. I'll pick it up later. That probably shattered the vial, F. Oh God, everything is falling. There's dirt in my tea. I don't care. Okay, root ball. It's so small for such a big plant. I do see some like root ends in here. Maybe it wasn't doing as great as I thought. I think I'll just refresh the dirt then. It looks like it needs probably more dirt on top to cover up a little more, but otherwise it's actually doing pretty good. I love the plant chaos. Gecko, hello. Makes me think of a pineapple. I kind of see it. I do kind of see it. Meowlita, hello! Gecko, also thank you for 4 months. I appreciate it. Thank you for the resub. Alright. Maybe I'll just add dirt on top of it and it'll be fine, right? Because the root ball is so small. We'll just like reposition some of the dirt. It didn't need a repotting after all, maybe. Very possible. I do feel like it's a little bit... I'll just add more dirt, it'll be fine. It does feel a little shallow though. Like the pot feels shallow. Nah, we'll upgrade her. I feel a little bit bad. It just feels, the vibes are not right. Okay. Let me do this. I think this one will work well. Look at how well the drainage holds. Like, it's a big drainage bottom. So I'll just do this. Put a little bit at the bottom first. Do you have any plant food? I have given this one plant food pretty recently, and it was happy with it. Yeah. I did a round of fertilization 2-3 weeks ago. I'm like one of those construction cranes. You go in like this. Beep, 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 beep. Highly inefficient. Not doing that again. Big drainage bottom. Me too, bud. Well said, question mark. Okay. We'll give it a little more room to grow in here. I think I'm happy with that decision. Oh, I just caught a lot of dirt in my apron. Here we go. Okay. Why am I so tired? Koniko, hello also. I'm glad you enjoy the title pun. I'm gonna bring the tub up. Wait, redo. I want it deeper in the pot. I have Crohn's disease. Wait, what is... I'm not familiar. I'm sure it'll make the big drainage bottoms funnier and also darker, it sounds like. I can't see you guys. It's kind of like IBS. Oh, not that dark. Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, I'm sorry you have Crohn's. That part is not good to hear. Okay. This guy needs a bit more stability. I don't like how it keeps leaning over. It like makes me so nervous. Why are you always leaning all the time, buddy? I need you to stabilize, please. Spread your root system a little wider, I'm begging. Oh my god. Maybe I can give it just like a support beam. Do I have any support beams? Because I don't want to pack the dirt too tight. That's not good for the roots. Do I have a support beam for you? Probably like a stick somewhere, right? Let's find a stick. Yeah, like a bamboo stick. I use it for outdoor gardening usually. Maybe if I break it? Do you think I can break it? Oh my god, like a popsicle? Ready? Oh. Oh, that didn't quite break the way I was hoping it would. It's like split. That wasn't what I was going for at all. Ow, splinter. Well, look at the inside. That's pretty cool. My back in chiropractic. I mean, I don't think that's usable anymore, is it? Why is the inside so fuzzy? Sick marrow. Planned Parenthood, not plant murder. Hey, you keep those opinions to yourself. I'm kidding. How should I do this? Like, I just stick it in here and then tie like a Velcro. I have plant Velcros. I could do that. Just to the center one. It's all one plant. Yeah, let me get plant Velcro. Where did I put it? I can't see you guys. How's everyone doing? Oh, I thought. Wait, Poxy, just that was your first time chat. Welcome. Oh, the gloves are not playing well with that. Dried Plant Murder, great band name. Oh wait, I should show you guys how remember how we made Chinese rice wine on cooking stream like a few weeks ago? I can show you how it turned out. It turned out really good. I've been partaking. Okay, let's do a longer one. And then I usually don't like it to be so thick, so I'm gonna cut it into a thinner strip. Okay. Tighter than that, maybe? Is that better or worse? I can't even tell. I think I'll do a second one for this bottom here. For this guy, it's like the wobbliest of all of them. It makes me so nervous. I'll do it to its sibling on the side. Ugh. Seems better. It does seem a little bit more stable, yeah. Yeah, stop. Okay. Okay. Like this. On the base, maybe? Ugh. Wait, why are we talking about Wonder Penguin? Why are we talking about Wonder Penguin? I love Pengu. I feel like I'm bandaging or like splinting like a broken limb right now. Okay, so here's the result. Honestly, it's a little bit tilted. Like I'm realizing all of a sudden that the cane is not straight. Oh my god, my children are just like me. A little bit not straight. And that's okay. I found you from Pengu. Oh, I see, I see. I appreciate that. Please say hi to Pengu for me. Pengu is a national treasure, absolutely. Okay. Does that look better? Honestly, can't tell, but it does seem more stable. A little bit. Not by that much, if I'm being honest, but I will take what I can get. Yeah, good enough. I'll set that aside. Good enough. What's next? Raising the plants to be a little gay. More dirt for support. That's what I thought too. But I think it's just that the root ball itself is so small. And I don't want to pack the dirt in too tight to give it all the support it needs. So I'm gonna depend on the support beams and the tape for a while. And the Velcro, and we'll see where it goes after that. Pride Month every day. Well said. Okay, I'm gonna put the plant Velcro back on, the extra bits. And on to plant number 4. How are we doing? Oh, it's like an hour and I've repotted 3 plants? Guys, I'm on a fucking roll. I'm on a fucking roll. This is going so good. This is the best repotting stream we've ever had. It's only the second repotting stream we've ever had. But it's the best one. Last time we did spend an hour stabbing a root ball though, so like violently stabbing a root ball, so that's kind of on me. I did that to myself. Okay, let me get the dirt back in the tray. In the what are we calling it? A bin? In the bin? Let me get my glove back on. Repotting speedrun! Will I actually get through all the plants today? Ooh, don't jinx it, knock on wood. I'm not here to jinx it today. No. It sure would be nice if we got through all the plants, but this is me not expecting myself to do any of that. No.
I know my limits. Okay. Dude, my dumbass took a shower before the stream. I am covered in dirt. Okay, we can do another bigger guy before I have to start doing surgery. I have to do surgery on a grape. Not a grape. I have to do surgery on this pretty soon because you can see it's like 2 different plants put together. I was gonna do it last stream and then I chickened the fuck out, so I'm gonna do it today. But, oh shit, let me find that vial I dropped earlier. That didn't sound too good. I found it. The vial did not crack. That's crazy. Okay. Cool. What was I gonna do? Oh, we're gonna do another semi-big boy. This is my yucca plant. The story of this yucca plant, okay, is... Hold on, I got more. Here's my self-call out. These are my yucca plants. They used to be one yucca plant. It was beautiful and healthy, so healthy. It looked like a Dracaena. Like, it was just this magnificent being of a yucca plant. And I bought it for like $60 fucking. Like, it was not cheap. And then I overwatered it. And it started to get root rot, and then the rot traveled up the roots into the stems of the yucca plants. And the whole thing started to just like, it was like losing leaves like crazy. And then because it was rotting from the inside, it was like bending. I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with it? And I was this was like in the first like 6 months that I was starting to do plant stuff. So I didn't really understand what was happening. At that point, I had already rescued my Monstera from root rot that I did to it twice. So I started to have the feeling that like, oh, this probably is root rot. Yeah, it was too late by the time I realized. So to try and rescue the plant, I took the last remaining 3, like the way a yucca grows, it's like a central trunk, and then out of the trunk sprouts these like little, like these things. They just like grow out of the tops of the trunks. I broke them off and then I stuck them in water. And they have looked like this ever since. There were 3 of them. They actually were all about this size in the water. One of them I took out like a year ago and I put it in dirt, and now it's grown this big. The other 2 I just kind of kept in here because I'm lazy. So this is actually scientific evidence that repotting in dirt helps it grow a lot better than just keeping it in the water. Well, of course, it depends on how you grow it in the water. I was clearly just putting it in a cup of water, which is not how you grow plants in water. So here is living proof, because I broke these all off at the same time. They literally are from the same plant, broken off and started rooting it at the same time. And now we have one that's like this big and one that is, there are 2 that are not. So naming the small one Yuko. Wait, I love that. This is Yuko. Like XXX holic Yuko. Blub blub Yuka-san. I love it. Okay. Anyway, this guy's also kind of curvy. Big bro, little bro. Exactly. They're siblings. This also, I bought this pot and it was like fine, and now look at it. It has like hairline cracks all over it. I don't really know how that happened. I don't understand pottery well enough to explain, but that is, you know, it is what it is. So let's loosen it out of its pot. I'm gonna give it a bigger pot, and then we'll give this pot to the little guys. It'll be like a hand-me-down. Eventually it'll take literally years for them to grow back to the size they were at before, but I have faith. I think it's doable. It will take a very long time though, and I also don't think I'm even like doing this right, so we'll see. I have a hunch also I may be better off taking these bottom, oh, you guys can't see it that well. You see these bottom leaves that haven't dropped yet? And there's like little nubby things here. Do you see the nubs coming out of the stem? Those nubby things, I think, can become like a more stable root support system if I put them under the dirt. So I'm gonna move the dirt level up to here, and then remove these leaves. That's the plan. I haven't done any research, by the way. I'm just trial and erroring my way through this. This is just me desperately trying to save a $60 plant that I bought before I knew what I was doing. That's on me. I did that to myself. Struggles of being the second child, hand-me-downs, exactly. My brother didn't have to put up with that from me that much, though. Well,
I guess because clothes are not a thing for us, but I guess for things like calculators and textbooks, maybe. But I don't think people mind having hand-me-downs as much for those. And again, I'm the first child. What would I know? Okay. Still not loose enough. Let me go in with a shovel. Next up, Yoing learns pottery. Real. No, actually though, that is the goal. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it on stream because I would have to be in like a studio, like a pottery studio. My friends took a pottery class actually recently and they really liked it, so I might join them for the next time. Natsu brought back, my roommate, Natsu brought back some bowls and stuff that they had made at the class and it looked really good. Ugh. Yoing. It's yoing vors. Need to go to sleep now. It's 3 a.m. Pusheen, sleep well. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, look at those roots. Look at those roots. They are nice and healthy. Starting to get root bound a little bit, but overall pretty healthy. That's pretty crazy. A teeny tiny little root ball. How cute. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna take these bottom leaves off. Are you guys ready? Here, let's do some ASMR with it. I'll just pluck it off right in front of the mic. Jajang! Okay. Let me get a new pot for it. Wait, this is the saucer for that guy. Ugh. Don't forget it. Okay. Do I have an appropriate pot for you? This one from earlier. I think this will do because it's a lot deeper. Like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. Nice hiss. Oh, those roots are rooting. Okay. This is one of those bottom watering pots. You can stick like a thing here and you can water it from the bottom. It's supposed to prevent bugs and other pests. Let's see how deep it is. Are you deep enough? I think that's fine. Let's do that. Okay. Here we go. I love how you guys can't see anything. It's just like this massive green. Ooh. Boom. Oh, I should probably, here, let's do this. I'm gonna get all this in first. And then, please go over here where you won't disturb my other plants. Okay, let's get the tub back up. Whew. I'm so upset. You guys can't even see. Here, is that better? Is that a better angle? I think that's a better angle. Okay. This still wasn't deep enough for me to quite cover those rooty nubs. But I think at least they'll get closer to the dirt, which is a good thing. Even if they're not completely covered. Another mistake I see a lot of new plant parents make is not leaving enough room in the pot for like water. It's really hard to water if the dirt goes right up to the edge. Okay, there we go. Boom. Ta-da! Ta-da! Me and my baby that I almost murdered twice. Here you go. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. I had been hesitating about plucking out those bottom leaves for ages, but I'm glad I did. Actually, while we're here, let me also get rid of this one. It's not that healthy looking. Ta-da! There you go. Alright. What else we got? Whew. Do you like tongue twisters? Depends.
Reporting stream, Leo? No, I keep making that typo too. Do I consider myself an introvert or an extrovert, Mooney? I'm an ambivert. Tis both. How many times do I repot my plants? Whenever they need to. There's no like limit to it. It's just whenever it's relevant. I just look at it, and if it looks like it needs repotting, then it gets repotted. Truly not very deep, unfortunately. Say girl knee. I don't want to. Why? Repotting must feel like spa day for the plants. I hope so, because sometimes I feel like repotting them is traumatizing. Like I feel like I'm traumatizing my plants. Okay, you guys ready to do surgery on a grape? Ugh. Let me get this dirt back in here first. Nice. Okay. Here it is. Wah! That's my pothos cuttings. Stick it back in there. Alright. They're trolling? Oh, we should ban them then. I got any mods in chat? My hands are covered right now. Okay, so I think I told you guys this story last time, but this pot had mostly this plant, this like patchy looking pothos looking thing, not the dark leaves. The dark leaves are, this is a black velvet alocasia, alocasia, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna say alocasia. And this is a silver pothos or a satin pothos, haven't figured it out yet. It used to be just this, and it sat next to, I had a black velvet alocasia that looked like it was fucking dying, and it was like right next to it, and it flowered. The alocasia flowered, and I was like, you must not be dying that bad if you're able to like make babies, you know? But I didn't know whether the flower was actually making babies or not, because it was just like one flower, until later on in that season, during growing season, I noticed a little baby black velvet alocasia blooming, or not blooming, but like sprouting out of my silver pothos pot, which I definitely did not, like I didn't do that, so the flower did that. Like, dude, nature in action, kind of a moment. So that's the story of why, for some reason, I have 2 black velvet alocasias in my silver pothos pot. But look at this. It's like making a new leaf right now, which is always very exciting. Look at this little baby leaf. Or it's a big baby leaf, actually. It's gonna grow up big and strong. I'm really excited for it. But I hope by repotting it today, I'm not gonna like completely murder it. Cool, thank you. Life does find a way. It truly does. I have been nervous to repot this because the roots on the alocasia are like kind of famously somewhat delicate. So it makes me really nervous. I don't want to yoink it out like the wrong way. I'm gonna shake out the excess dirt first. Give it a light pounding. Oh no, there's dirt everywhere. I'm gonna have to clean these leaves off after. This is why I didn't want to do it. It's one of my hardiest plants. It's one of my most delicate plants. Okay, here we go. Slowly, slowly, gently. Okay. Woo! Okay. No root breakage and a very healthy root ball. And it's a square because the container is a square. It's really fun. It is a really solid root ball, yeah. I am a little concerned about how I'm gonna separate out the root ball, but I'm just gonna start by loosening the dirt for now, and we'll see where, I broke off one of the nubs for the alocasia. That's really not good for it. I gotta be more delicate. I gotta be more delicate than that. What have I done? I just got started and I'm already doing destruction, wreaking havoc. I knew the way these two got tangled together was not gonna be good for them, but I still allowed it to happen for too long. And then part of me was like, what if I just let them live together forever? Like, what if they're just friends now? They seem happy. Like, who am I to destroy this relationship? But
I don't know. It just felt wrong. I felt wrong because they have different water requirements. One of them really likes it moister, and the other likes it drier. Somehow they've been getting along so far, but I didn't want to. It just felt like it could go south really fast. So I didn't want them to like choke each other to death accidentally. But who knows? Maybe it is good that they're together. Maybe biodiversity in a pot is a good thing. I honestly wouldn't know. Damn, your roots are actually more robust than I thought. It's like not really coming out. Huh. Interesting. I'm so nervous. I'm just like wiggling my fingers in the root ball, like, loosen up, loosen up. Maybe I should just leave them together. Root squared? Stop. That was a good joke. I admire it. You did good. Oh, it's loosening up. Do you see it? It's a little looser. All the dirt's kind of shaken out of it. Okay, a little bit of a massage for you. Wait, these roots are so healthy. I'm actually a little freaked out. Maybe I should keep them together. Why are you guys so healthy? Did I make a mistake? I feel like I've made a mistake. I had a feeling like I might regret this. Okay, I just have to be really gentle. That's the main thing. Gentle is not in my normal repertoire. Okay, look how different these roots are though, right? Like you can see where the alocasias are really like small and feathery, that's these, versus the like thick, robust roots of the pothos. They're just two wildly different plants. They really... I'm sorry, Romeo and Juliet, but I must separate you. Two houses, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge breed to new mutiny, something like that, where something makes something unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife. High school English never quite left me. Some things once you memorize, you never forget, I guess. Okay. That's about as clean as I'm gonna get the roots, I think. Oh my god, I feel like a makeup influencer. I will lose it if both die after this. The pothos for sure will be fine. I don't know if the alocasia it was taken care of will be okay. That's what I'm more worried about. It's such a delicate, sensitive fucking plant. I can't believe I'm manhandling it like this, actually. Like, famously delicate. Here it is. Here's the other one. Shakespearean repotting session. Alright, so this is gonna be... I thought about replanting it with its parent, but I think they'll be okay on their own like this. So I'm gonna put them in... these roots are not super well developed. Can they go back in the same pot? I think they can go back in this pot. I think that'll be okay. We'll do that. I'll give it some fresh dirt too, I guess. The pothos is probably more tolerant of reusing the same dirt. High school English classes didn't make me think as much about green lights as the ends of the piers as they would like. I really enjoyed The Great Gatsby. If anything, I think The Great Gatsby was what converted me to genuinely liking English class. Like, instead of just doing it because I had to. The Great Gatsby, like, opened my fucking eyes. I was like, oh shit, literature. I am now a lifelong fan of Fitzgerald. That guy writes like I feel like reading Gatsby genuinely made me better at understanding what makes good writing, because he like set the standard for me in terms of efficiency of writing, I would say, which is why whenever I'm like critiquing like Honkai Star Rail, for example, or Honkai Impact, you guys know that my #1 critique is always brevity. They're just too wordy. They're too fucking wordy. The writers just like yap too much. Good writing should be, you know, the amount of yapping needs to be controlled. And I feel like I learned that from Fitzgerald.
Versus a good stream is where your streamer never fucking stops yapping. But that's up to personal preference. Some people like their silent streams. I'm just a yapper. You shouldn't be here unless you like yapping. Okay. I think that's pretty solid. I got dirt everywhere, but that's pretty solid. Sure wish I had my tongue shawl right now. I want to get the dirt off these leaves. They're so stupid sensitive. There's cat hair on these. What does Sapporo do? Okay, now the tiny shovel's gonna come back in. Are the plants becoming Sapporo? Bye, Koo. Wait, is Koo feeling unwell? Oh no, your brain hurty. Hope you feel better soon. As a non-yapper, I need yapping in my life. Oh, I respect that. Yeah, like finding a balance that suits you. All right, we have extricated this person's protector. This plant's protector, and we'll see how well it does on its own now. I now need to find a new residence for you, my dear. Where the hell are you gonna live? You and your very healthy root ball. I really did not expect this plant to do so well, but it did. Okay, I feel really bad about taking you out of that pot, but it had to be done eventually. I did destroy some small roots, but it's okay, it's not bad. Okay. Where does it go? Maybe here? That seems reasonable. I think I can find something better. Ying is a sapling, confirmed. Wait, what? What does that mean? What does it mean to be a sapling? With pothos plants, I really like to give them something flatter if I can, like not too deep. Maybe, no, that's too big. All of my flatter containers are too big. All right, here's what we're doing, buddy. We're gonna put you in transitional housing. You are going to temporarily be in a little pot that will be easy for me to get you out of. And then when your time comes, we will upgrade you. When your time comes. Okay. Here we go. Have you seen the new TOT 3rd anniversary let? What do you mean by let? I've rolled the card already. I almost maxed the Marius one. I got 3 copies. I guess I maxed it for interactions, but that's it. Yet. Oh yeah. Yes, I have. I've been playing Tears of Themis off stream mostly. I threaded my polls if you guys want to see on Twitter. Because I was like, I don't have time to stream this, so I'm just gonna have to Twitter it. But since I know a lot of people couldn't get that many copies of Marius, I think I'll probably stream the card story and the interactions. Just so people can experience it together with me. I foresee a Daiso trip for Ying in the near future. You're definitely onto something there. It's such a call out, but you're absolutely correct. Okay. This is going not the worst. This is going acceptably well. This is going so much better than last stream, like legit, actually. Jokes aside, like fully serious. Last stream I actually just got completely stuck on a few pothos plants, which is so crazy to me. But that's what happened. Sometimes it be like that. I'm like jiggling it because I'm trying to get I separated the root ball so completely there's like no dirt on it anymore. So I'm trying to get dirt to like get in between the roots so it can form a new root ball. If you're wondering why I'm jiggling the plant like that. Almost there, making good progress. Oh, I'm tired. Eat. Eat. Okay, I don't want to give it too much dirt, to be honest, right now, because I want to make sure its roots have a chance to sort of like reform in the right positions, and the leaves can get reoriented, because right now all the directions are wrong. So I'll stop here. It's like not a very full container. I've left quite a lot of room, but that's to give this plant a little bit of time to recover from all the torture I just put it through. So, all right, that's one plant become two. So now we've potted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants in one stream. 6 plants in one stream is crazy. What does it mean to have the wrong direction? That's a good question. Let me show you. So plants have a directionality to them. You can see on the stems that they like sprout in a certain direction, basically. When you grow a vine, it helps to have them all of the leaves facing the same direction, because that way they're taking in the most sun, because that's usually where the light's coming from. In this case, you can see that this one, for example, this leaf is facing downward versus all of the other leaves are facing in this direction. So if you give it a little bit of time, sometimes they can reorient themselves. Some plants do that better than others. I find that the satin and silver pothos, this one, doesn't do it as well. If anything, I technically misoriented this. So let me just twist that around a little bit. Oh, there's some exposed roots. You do not want that. So I'm going to put a little bit more dirt over the top. Okay. So now it should be a little bit better in terms of the direction they're going in. This one is also starting to bald a little bit here. I find that the silver pothos is also a little susceptible to that. So I'm probably going to trim it right here and do a new rooting out of this bit, but that's for later. I'm going to let it restabilize before I do anything more traumatic to it. But yeah, where's another, yeah, see how this leaf is like clearly not facing the same direction as the others? Like it should be like this, but it's not. So that's the kind of thing I want to give it some time to correct. A lot of this stuff is just like, it's like aesthetic preference. It's not even about plant health. So this is just me wanting the leaves to face in one direction because I think it'll look better. Okay. Most things, I see you guys saying like, oh, I'm taking notes or whatever. Like you will learn this when you have plants. Don't worry about it. It will come to you. I didn't study up or anything, you know, I just figured it out. I just trial and error. I remember when I was first getting into plants, my mom was also somewhat into plants. She usually does outdoor plants though. She doesn't do houseplants a lot. She used to do houseplants, and so I was talking to her about it, and she was like, yeah, you know, like the secret to being a good plant parent is to just be a really bad plant parent at first. Like you're gonna kill a lot of plants. You just have to make peace with that fact. You don't get good at taking care of plants until you've been very bad at doing it for a while. You learn the hard way, so that's just how it is, and that's okay. That actually reminds me, I had some silver pothoses rooting over here. These are from the cuttings I took last time, I think. The roots look pretty good, so I'm gonna put them in a little pot once I find one. And we'll have a little baby silver pothos again. Have you ever had cacti plants? I have a lot of succulents. I wouldn't call them cacti. We can do that in a moment. Let me grab one just to show you. I needed to repot them for a while. I'll grab you. As I was picking this up, it broke off a huge branch, and that's okay. That's how succulents are. So this is an example of a succulent planter that I've left go for way too long, and you can tell because these guys have all gotten really like long necky. Oh God. So they drop leaves from the neck as they extend outward, and so this part always looks really good, but most people like their succulents to like not look like this. So what I usually will do is every once in a while I'll crop them. I'll just cut them off right here or break them off and stick it back in the dirt in a fresh planter. And then the process starts all over again. So that's just how they are. This is a really nice, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's really fuzzy. It's a really, really, really fuzzy fragrant plant. It's called a Vicks plant.
It's like a little bit squishy, like its leaves are succulent-y, and they're fuzzy and soft, and they smell really good. That's why it's called Vicks, like Vicks Vapor Rub. Big fan of this plant. I don't know if it's considered a rare plant or not, but I find that I don't usually see them in shops in California, so I give them to my friends a lot because I have a lot. I have a big boy Vicks plant right under my like room window. What, you can do that? I thought it kills the plant. For succulents, no. For succulents, they just grow new roots from wherever you snap them off, and they're fine. Vicks like the gel, exactly, like Vicks Vapor Rub. Yeah. Yep. So they just keep growing. I have a lot of succulents that I've left gone for too. I'm like looking over there. There's one that's like this tall, but the planter is like this tall. So the reason you usually want to do that, it's of course it depends on how you plant it. But for me, the reason I have to keep redoing my succulents is because I like little succulent planters. And for the most part, once the plant gets too tall or too lopsided and it's like growing out of the pot like this, like imagine like this is the stem of the plant and there's like a tiny little pot on this side and then the head of it is the heaviest part. Eventually it breaks itself because it's like so heavy the stem can't support its own weight, and either the entire pot tips over and it breaks or the neck just snaps off. Like you hit it wrong and the neck snaps off. So the responsible thing for me would be to frequently repot my succulents and like break them off and stick them back in and whatnot, but you guys know me. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with effort. So yeah. Have I ever used the teapot as a pot for plants before? That only works if the teapot is cracked, because plant pots need to have good drainage. So I have used old mugs and old teacups once they got cracked, but not like broken, you know, just like hairline fissures and whatnot. That's when I do start using them as plant pots. But I find that usually those just like break after a while, so it's often not the best way also. I don't know. I don't have any favorite teapots that have broken like that yet either, so yeah, learned that the hard way too. Yeah, you really do learn that the hard way. So definitely one of those things. Okay, let me grab a little pot for, I think I just need a transitional pot for this to transfer it from water to dirt. So let's do this little guy because it has good drainage. And I think it's a pretty good size for it too. It might be a little big for the purpose. Let's see. I don't really have anything smaller. It'll have to do. The reason you don't want it to be too big is because that's how you get root rot, is when your pot is too big, actually. A lot of people fuck up when they repot because they repot too big. What was that? Girani, happy 15 months. Thank you for the resub. Plant Parenthood. I'm glad you find that cute. The new emotes are super cute. Benny Mama, happy 23 months. I'm glad you're enjoying them. We debuted them as part of the 3rd anniversary stream 2 weeks ago before AX. I'm very, very happy with them. I've been camping them for a year. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. So let's get this guy in here. Yeah, that should be good. And then I'll just cover the top. I feel like I didn't finish my previous thought about why big pots are not good. So the reason it root rots is because your roots are not extending through all the dirt. And so you end up with this like reservoir of like mud at the bottom of the pot because your roots are not there. The roots are not uptaking the water out of it if there's too much dirt. Like you can do there's a bit of capillary action happening where the water kind of, you know, disperses through the dirt as the roots pick it up from other parts of the dirt. But if it's too much dirt, you're likely to end up with like a big pool of water at the bottom, and then it starts to rot basically. So you do not want too big of a pot for your plants. That's one of the biggest mistakes I made early on when I first got into all this. That's the kind of thing I didn't learn until like I happened to see an infographic that someone put on Twitter or something like that. I feel like a lot of my plant learnings happen very randomly in that way. Okay, cool. So that's this little guy. I'm putting it temporarily in here. I'm probably not gonna keep it in this, but that's okay. For now, it's fine. Plant time! Shire Sirgoth! Hello. Good to see you. Okay. Oh, we're doing great. Oh my god. Holy shit. I got through almost everything I wanted to. There's this. I actually kind of forgot about the yucca babies. So let's do the yucca babies. And then I have some rooted plants here, and that's it. These guys have actually been here in this cup for like probably 2 years. I'm not a responsible plant parent. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Okay. Let me do this.
Will this fit? Will it take it? Not for this. Maybe for this. I kind of want to let this root a little longer before I repot it. This is my first Swiss cheese plant. I've actually never had one. It's a really popular plant. A lot of people will like fight tooth and nail to get some for some reason. Efficiency and procrastination. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, they're doing fine. They're alive, aren't they? I didn't kill them. Yet. I think I'm doing great. I genuinely thought bigger would be better because there's more room for them. I super get that, Paris. But that's what I think that's the mistake I made before. It was like, oh, but it's more roomy, so the roots have more room to like spread out. But that's super, it's all about balance. Like you do want it to be roomy enough, but you don't want to be so roomy that you end up with a reservoir of like mud. And this is the problem with container gardening, right? Whether that's patio container gardening or like houseplant container, houseplants have to be in pots, right? It's different from when they live in the wild and the water has a really natural like draining process where it just like goes all the way down through the dirt into the groundwater, because we have pots and the pots trap water. Like the water has nowhere to go, which is why usually if you're a responsible plant parent, which again I am not, you would water your plants by putting everything in the sink and like sort of submerging, not the whole thing, but like a lot of the bottoms of the pots in water. So it would like sit in water for a while, and then you would drain all the water and let the water, excess water, drain out of the pot, out of the drainage holes at the bottom before you put it back into its pot. But I have too many plants, and watering my plants like that, like moving every single plant into the bathtub or whatever to water it, would take literally all fucking day. So no. If they can't survive because I'm watering them directly in their pot, then I'm sorry, they couldn't keep up with this fast-paced, demanding environment. And maybe they should seek another place that's a better fit for them. I'm laying my plants off. Yeah, no, it's too much maintenance. I can't do that shit. You get me, unicorn. Okay. Fire the plant. Yeah, no, they're not team players. You guys get me? Okay, I need to find a suitable pot for this. I have like so many pots here. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna use a clear pot so I can monitor its root development for a little bit. So we'll do in this clear nursery pot. I think I'll keep them together. Should I? Together or separate? I don't know. Honestly, the roots are like they've been in here for so long. The roots are like completely entangled together. I don't think I could separate them even if I wanted to. Like, look how solid that is. I'm like pulling on it. These guys are just conjoined twins now. I don't think there's any separating them. So with that in mind, I think they will just go together. You guys are just gonna become siblings. We need strong, independent plants in this household. Those plants are married, yeah. Do you guys ever see that the carrot I found where it's like two carrots and they have like they're twisted together like this? And it was like me and who. That's what I imagine these two to be like. Fondle the roots to separate. I already tried. Oh my god, I almost took a sip of this because I thought it was tea. That's disgusting. That's their root water because I left it for 2 fucking years. It's not healthy. Joey, hello. That's what we were doing earlier. We were fondling the roots to separate them. Okay, let me get some dirt in this bad boy. Boop. Can you guys see okay? Here. I keep forgetting that like this corner is where you guys can see better. Maybe over here? Over here. I'm like not always monitoring. And I have chat over here, so that's extra confusing. Is that stable enough? I think so. Okay. I don't want to pack the dirt in. I like to keep it nice and loose when I first repot so I can give the roots some room to breathe. And that's it. That was nice and simple. So fast. Why did it take me so... It was because I got stuck with that root ball. Let's be real. It's because I was being stupid. Okay. These guys I've also left in the cup for so long that their leaves are starting to like die. This is a weird situation where I don't like... I was going to throw these away. But I was like, well, if they root, they root. If they don't, then I'll throw them out. And they did, in fact, root, but then I left them for too long.
Usually I do not root vines like this. I usually split it into like short little segments, so like one leaf, one node, and then I put it in the water. But this one I just took the whole, these were trimmings off the ends. I was gonna throw them away anyway, so I might still throw this away. I don't know if I care enough. We can give it a chance, because the roots do look like they really want to go. So we'll give them a chance. We'll put them in a little pot. It doesn't need that much drainage, to be honest. I'm just gonna, nah, that'll outgrow it really fast. It's too small. Let me do, ooh, maybe it's time to show you guys my container hack. Okay, you guys see this container? It's a food container. This is a thumbtack. And then you just kind of go boop, boop, boop. Please, I want to live. Exactly. So what I'm basically doing is stabbing holes into the bottom of this container, and they're becoming drainage holes. And because these plastic containers are usually a little brittle anyway, yeah, the noises. These are like obviously not the best drainage holes. The point isn't the holes actually, the point is the brittleness. So I'll show you in just a moment once I get a few more holes in. Okay, so it's so brittle that it starts to make these, like, do you see these long lines of cracks? Those are the real drainage parts. It's gonna go through the big cracks. All right, there you go. And now you have a plant pot. It's like a clear nursery plant pot, which is good when you want to monitor like the root growth. I'm gonna go ahead and pot this one together with a philodendron rooting, which I've also left for way too long and is also saying, please, I want to live. So we'll root them together here and we'll see if they survive. Again, I'm not invested in either of these because they were gonna be thrown away anyway. This one in particular is very, very, very dead. But, you know, I think it'll survive. These guys are hardy. Like, look how much root to leaf ratio. It's crazy. There's like 5 leaves on that thing and like the craziest root ball in history. So we'll put them together. I buy those kinds of plastic containers in bulk for kitchen purposes. So useful. Yeah, they are really good. I just use whatever ones I get from takeout, personally. Because I feel bad buying like single-purpose plastic things for the most part. But if I'm reusing one, then I don't feel as bad. Okay, let's do this. Sorry, can you guys see? Right here. Maybe, yeah, you can see better. Cool. Now I just keep hearing the voice in my head going like, please, mother, I want to live. You guys have cursed me. You've cursed me. I didn't want this. Tiny shovel time. Tiny shovel. Tiny shovel. Oh god, this plant is so unhealthy. I know it'll live, but I don't think it's going to flourish without a lot of time. Like, it needs a lot of recovery time because I traumatized it so hard. I'm not a good parent. Thank god I don't have children, let's put it that way. Like, they definitely needed a deeper pot too, but I just didn't want to give it to them. I just didn't want to. I'm just not in that kind of mood. You were gonna be tossed in the trash. Like, this is trash. You guys are trash. Call it tough love or whatever, I guess. But damn. This was not the plan. You guys were never supposed to make it to the dirt. I'm Hinata Shoyo from the concrete. Okay. Good enough. It's a fucking mess, but it's good enough. We'll see if it survives. If it survives, you know what? Then they've earned their spot in this household. It's been almost 2 hours and look at all this progress. Yeah! Is that what root balls are? Unions? Unions. You know what? Yeah. Let's say that. I like that. I like that hypothesis. I'm running with that. Okay. Oh my god, I'm finally getting rid of all these like plants that have been bothering me for literally years. It feels so good. Thank you guys for being the incentive for me to finally get through all this bullshit. You're doing fine. Single purpose? I wash them until I'm too lazy. Nah, no, exactly. I use them until they're like so beat up I should probably stop using them. Like they're no longer food safe. And then I'm like, okay, you guys are plant pots now. Okay, we have, let's see, this one I want to root a little longer, so then let's do this. Because I missed this glass. I want this glass back for drinks. Also, let me refill my tea a little bit. Hydrate, redeem. I was thinking about this with the polar opposite plants being separated. Oh yeah, the black velvet alocasia and the silver pothos, right? They're very, very different, yeah. And when we split the root ball with a knife, is that union busting? Yeah. You're definitely onto something there. You're definitely onto something there. I kind of love that. I'm doing this for you, but also for me. Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right. These are snake plant cuttings. So I don't know if anyone here knows what a snake plant is. They are my #1 go-to recommendation when somebody is like, I'm bad with plants, but I really want a plant in the house. What should I get? And then I'm like, okay, it depends. What kind of bad with plants are you? Because there's 2 kinds. One is, I love my plants too much. I want to give them so much attention and care. So I water them every day and then they die of root rot. Okay. That's plant parent #1. It's actually the most common. The second type of plant parent that kills their plants a lot is the type that forgets their plants exist. To them, they're like inanimate objects. They're like, wait, oh my God, I have a plant. And then by the time you remember, it's like dead. It's been dead for half a year. For this second type of plant parent, the one that needs a plant that like thrives on neglect, I really recommend snake plants. So let me actually go get like, I'll go grab my biggest snake plant and I'll show you what it looks like. Cause I'll actually, maybe not my biggest one. It would be honestly too much to carry. I'll bring my smaller one out. Ugh. This is a snake plant. Isn't it cute? It's actually really pretty. I believe it categorizes as a succulent. If you feel it, the leaves are like really thick and kind of fleshy and stiff. So this is an example of the plant that I am recommending. This is what it looks like when it gets a little bit bigger. I also have like a massive one. They can get really, really, really tall in the right conditions. So these plants, you could water them like once a month and be fine. Like you just have to remember once a month. So if you're the kind of guy who like chronically forgets that your plants exist, just set a monthly reminder. As long as you use like Google Calendar or whatever, just like once a month, give it some water. My big snake plant, my really, really big one, it's like this wide and like this tall. I almost killed it because I overwatered it. And I'm not talking like daily waterings level overwater. Like I watered it probably once every 3 weeks. But probably one of those times I put too much water in and I didn't realize. This was before I started using like a moisture detection thing. So it got overwatered for like a month. And then I kept watering it like normal after that. And that's where it developed into root rot. So I had to rescue it by completely like getting rid of all the dirt, washing the roots off, and then sticking it back in the dirt and just praying that like new roots would form. And it did. Now it's very robust, very healthy. But it's a really low maintenance plant. Like literally, even if you didn't set a reminder, if you just like forget about it, but put it in a place where it's very visible and you start to see it look like it's not doing super great, like it's getting a little crunchy at the tops, give it some water, it'll be fine. Like it really, 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 really thrives off of neglect. Well, not thrives. It survives well off of neglect. It's still gonna do better if you like give it a lot of water and sunlight. The other thing about snake plants is you can put them in like a deep dark corner of the house that gets almost no light ever. I'm not saying like a bathroom with no windows, that's too dark, but like
like I only have windows that face east, and so the inside of the house is really, really fucking dark. I can just stick it in a corner and it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. This guy sits in my bedroom in like a pretty dark corner, not close to a window at all, and it's fine. Like, it's been like 2 years. Yeah. Whenever the camera shakes up or down from the wind, it's me nodding. Oh, thank you for nodding along. Chat is engaging in active listening. What was the name of the succulent in the really pretty round pot? Do you mean this one that I showed you earlier, where I was like, it got too necky? These guys? There's like a few different succulents in here. Oh, two. I actually don't know what these are called. I just see them everywhere. Grows like a mushroom in a cave. Yeah, fucking accurate. But mushrooms truly need like next to no light. They're like covered in cobwebs, sorry. This is the Vix plant. I'm a big fan of the Vix. I don't actually know what these are called. They're just everywhere. At this point, I have so many because they keep like propagating accidentally. Like I accidentally break off a petal. Like one of these buds can grow into a whole new succulent. So whenever I accidentally break one of these off, I just stick it in the dirt and makes a new plant. It's hella easy. But these are called Vix plants. Yeah. Looks like one of the Genshin artifact sets. Wait, really? Which one? I'm glad you think it's pretty. This is probably my favorite balcony plant. It also works as a house plant if you want, but I find that for me, at least my house is too dark to support the conditions this one needs. This needs a lot of like indirect sunlight, like bright and indirect sunlight, or it's really not happy. The color will change. It doesn't smell as good. It gets a little bit necky. I'm not a fan. So I specifically, for that plant, I grow it outside. Let me find a thing for my snake plant now. Let's do this little guy. I think that's fair. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it, oh, so this is the like spout, so you can do bottom watering. Let me take it off right now. Honestly, I bought these bottom watering plants and then I decided I didn't like bottom watering. So maybe all of it was a waste, but it doesn't matter. They're nice pots. And I know you're like super not supposed to, but I like plastic pots personally. They're just lighter and easier to carry around. I worry less about them breaking compared to my ceramic pots. Is that too deep? Maybe we'll give it a little more dirt. Oh, sorry, can you guys see? The only succulent of that type I have is just one big boy at ground level. That's very ideal, actually. That sounds very good. I wish all of mine could do that, but unfortunately most of my plants are in little containers because I am a patio gardener. I do not have a whole backyard to work with. Man, you're finally delivered. You finally get dirt. How does it feel? After all these years of me mistreating you, shoving you in that little cup for so long. What is it like to be free? Tell me. Tell me, son. What was it like all those years I mistreated you? Give me a chance to make amends. This is restorative justice. Okay. Honestly, the roots never, develop that far. Oh, by the way, when you propagate a snake plant, there's a very sort of particular way you want to do it. There's a few different techniques, to be fair. But the one that worked best for me, that, this came out of just now, you could see the way it was in the cup earlier, in the glass. I had actually cut them in a very specific way off the tips. Okay, hopefully that'll do. Oh my god, look how nasty that is. What is wrong with plastic pots? Cancer is a mammal thing. Plants are fine. Plastic pots, well, plastic in general is just something I'm trying to avoid more of because when you have nice ceramic pots, like, why not use them? But I'm trying to avoid plastic wherever I can now. But still, with plants, I'm like made a very conscious decision to keep using plastic. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to do bottom watering for this. I'm just going to put that on for now. Okay, this guy's like falling over. Buddy, I need you to hang out a little bit more straightforward than that, please. Thank you. Okay, there we go. But you cut these guys in a way where it's like this kind of a shape. Does that make sense? So instead of a flat line, you wouldn't just cut it like this. You would go up and then down. And then the roots start to sprout usually out of that center bit over here and a little bit out of the edges too. But I find that it usually starts at that middle. So you just give it a point so that there's room for the roots to come out when you rest them in the bottom of a glass or something.
Let the guy lean. It's been 2 years. I need him to be an upstanding, useful citizen. No child of mine will lean in their pot. No, no. Unacceptable behavior. Okay, what else we got? Swiss cheese plant, no. We have some pothos cuttings that we're gonna be trashed. And then the thing that I can't figure out, I think it's a peperomia. I think it's like a type of a peperomia. These guys. Yeah, that's some kind of a peperomia. I just don't know what type. A little arrow cut. Yeah, that's a good description. Like a little arrow cut. You can use rubber bands as support, or is it not a good idea? I would prefer not to use rubber bands, but I do have, now that you mention it, let me put this on the side for a moment. I do have plant Velcro. Oh shoot, I always forget it doesn't play well with gloves. Earlier we were using this for the dumb cane. So I can kind of, I don't really want to do that to a snake plant, to be honest. But I can kind of like round it up a little bit. It feels so stupid to do this, but I can. Sure. We can just do that for a little. It looks so dumb. But it works. It sure does work. Yup. That's fine. I'm just gonna, we'll just let the roots grow. I'm sure it'll, my child will thank me someday for giving it braces. Even though it was bullied in school as a teenager for looking stupid, you know. Someday it's gonna grow up to be a beautiful young plant and it will be like, damn, I'm grateful my mom put me in ugly braces growing up. Mother, why have you restrained us again? We demand freedom. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. It's like a getting along shirt on the plants. You're so right. You were so correct. I don't even know if it'll stay. We'll just, it's fine. I might literally bring out some of my plants for repotting right now. It's 10:30 p.m. I don't take proper care of the couple plants I have. I do that so much. The 10:30 p.m. repottings where you're like, man, there's a lot of other things. It's like, I feel like I only do the things I'm supposed to do when I'm not supposed to be doing them, right? Like 10:30 p.m. I should probably be getting ready to go to bed. But what if I repotted the plants that I should have repotted 2 years ago, right now at 10:30 p.m. It's like a requirement for living is that you only do things when you're not supposed to be doing them. Everyone, raise your kids to be bullies instead of bullied. Not like this. Okay, I'm just gonna use a teeny pot for this because these roots are notoriously fragile. And they make me nervous, and I'm going to monitor them. And they don't get root bound very easily because they are teeny tiny roots for like not very big plant anyway. So we'll just give it a little bit of dirt. Where's my tiny shovel? Where'd my tiny shovel go? I'm sure it'll show up later. I'll use my broken tongue shawl for now. Okay. Cook. Cook. Alright, nice and gentle. And then this will go in this terracotta pot because it's easy to monitor for moisture levels. Just a little guy. I might give this one a little brace too. I think it'll be okay. Nah, we'll give it a little brace. I'm on this like little brace kick now. Aren't they cute? They are very, very cute. I do believe they are a type of peperomia. I don't think I'm wrong about that. I just don't know which type. Okay. Let's give you a little... Why are all my children in ugly little braces? Is that helping? I honestly can't tell. I think it's like a little bit standing up better. Slightly. I can tighten it. Let me tighten it. Okay, I think that's slightly better. 纠正你的姿势，知识。I don't know, too southern. It is. Are they mildly red on the edges, the peperomia? They're mildly red on the stems. So the leaves are completely green, and then if you look at the stems, they're a little bit red. Is that showing? Can you kind of see that? Well spotted. Yeah, it's quite subtle. Peperomia pizza. I also have the same thought every time. Okay, let's see. I think I only have one plant left to pot. And then we can play with succulents like as much as we want. What's the time? Let me do a time check. 1:35 p.m. Yeah, I got time. I don't have anything until 5 p.m., which means I should end stream at like 3:30 to clean up and get ready. But until then, I'm good. All right. What was I doing? Oh, one plant left to repot, which is these guys. Oh! It just fell out. Unceremoniously fell out. Okay. These are pothos cuttings that I wasn't gonna root. I was just gonna throw them away, but then I felt bad, so now they are rooted, and I guess I should give them a pot. So it's the same as the other situation, but I think these are a little bit more like the shape is better for putting in a little pot. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Oh my god, why are you so tangled up? Never let you go. Okay, no, we got it. I made it let go. Actually, I'm just gonna throw this one away. It's not worthy. Okay. And these guys. Is why I did them all. For a chance at least to live in your way. Love of you is my most cherished thing. Might be a peperomia obtusifolia. Oh, okay, thank you for Googling. Yeah, I have a lot of different peperomias in this house. Frankly, I've lost track. Feels strong, man. Dude, I'm having those days where I'm so grateful I've muted all Genshin terms. But even despite muting everything, I still see all of it. I'm glad so many people are engaging in the colorism discussion though. It's definitely, I'm really disappointed they didn't learn from Sumeru. There were some things they did so well in Sumeru though that I'm not sure they did well this time. I'm kind of waiting for commentary from experts in the area, but do you remember when Sumeru first dropped and everybody was talking about the character designs and the colorism issues, which absolutely exist, but at the same time it was interesting to note that the game dev team had done a really good job in terms of making outfit and character designs that were had elements of strong cultural significance, proof that they had done a lot of research actually. People came out after to be yes, colorism is definitely an issue in these character designs. However, we should also recognize that they did a lot of good cultural research as far as the elements that went into the designs were, which was interesting. That they could somehow do both. So I wonder if the same thing's gonna happen this time. I'm kind of waiting. I'm waiting to see if it'll happen. Based on the color, some of the tribal markings on the characters' skin tone looked like it was changed last minute. That's what people said about Sumeru too, was that there were a lot of characters where just looking at the entire color palette or markings on the skin, that it was really obvious it would have looked better on a darker skinned character, or was designed for a darker skinned character. I would not be surprised. Of course, this is all in the realm of conspiracy theory, but I would not be surprised if that were the truth, that the character designers wanted it to be a certain way, and then executives came in and they were like, no. Knowing China, I would not be surprised. I don't know MiHoYo executives, I guess, but I do get that vibe from them too. We'll see. As of right now, I'm going to suspend judgment until I hear more. I mean, colorism, easy to condemn. The rest of it, I'm going to suspend judgment until we hear from the experts. Yeah. Yuo, happy Prime sub, happy 12 months. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. What kind of soil do I use?
whatever potting mix Costco was selling at the time. Yeah. And then I add in perlite and sometimes moss a little bit. Can't get over dark skinned enemies. I know, right? Like, it's really, really condemning that they allow dark skinned characters, but like only for NPCs and like enemy mob characters. Like, huh. It really makes you think. Anyways, I'm going back on F2P until, you know, for now. Not as like a proper boycott or anything like that, but just as a small sign of protest. I don't know. I hope everyone continues to spam their feedback box. It's bullshit. This colorism bullshit is ridiculous. Like, it's literally the most Chinese thing ever, but like, fuck, dude, it's annoying, especially as a Chinese person. Joey, do you know what this? I heard about the. Oh yeah, the nuclear tech. Yeah. I don't think that's conspiracy theory. Isn't that official? They invested in nuclear. I think it was nuclear fusion technology. I know the Aramites, right? Nahida, when Nahida first released, my first reaction was that she would have looked so fucking with the white hair and the like lighter green color palette. I felt like she was one of those characters where it would have obviously looked better on a darker skinned character. And then the other one was Tignari. Tignari's character designer like famously designs darker skinned characters. You know, like, not to get all conspiracy theorists, but I was like, really makes you think. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. I'm a dark-skinned enemies are okay. No, yeah, exactly. It's like dark-skinned enemies are fine if you also had playable dark-skinned characters. But the fact that almost the only properly or like really like the full variance that we get in terms of like lots of dark-skinned characters or darker-skinned characters are only enemies, that's what gives me pause, is when it's not balanced, right? Yeah. Upsetting. But I also, like, I appreciate that overall what I have seen is at least a little bit more balanced in terms of, like, well, I guess we'll see. As far as Sumeru went, it was, like, a very balanced discussion, in my opinion, of, like, people going, like, yeah, colorism sucks, but, like, let's also celebrate the cultural victories that come with this, while we can criticize their colorism at the same time. So I'm hoping there are cultural victories to be had with Notland. That remains to be seen because I'm not an expert and I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting to see if anyone will speak up about it. So far, all I've seen is colorism discussion, which, fine, very valid. I'm glad people are having that discussion, but I'm also just like fingers crossed hoping that there's more to it. Like, I remember in particular a lot of musicians, Swana and Middle Eastern musicians coming out and talking about how, like, what a fantastic job the Genshin team did with the soundtrack for Sumeru. Fingers crossed that we get something like that for Notland too. Usually is needed across the board to be meaningful. I think it depends. I think when you talk to people who do feel very moved by their representation, that piecemeal representation maybe isn't as meaningless as we might want to think it is. Maybe I'm just too naive and too optimistic, but I think it's impossible to separate the colorism conversation 100%. But at the same time, there are things we can celebrate. So I hope there is anything to celebrate. Let's put it that way for Notland. Because with Sumeru, it became pretty clear there was a lot to celebrate, even if they fucked up a lot of the colorism stuff. Notland remains to be seen. So I'm reserving judgment for now. We will see. But until then, not giving them my money. Not through Genshin, at least. Okay, let me get this dirt back in here. Boop, boop, boop. There's dirt all over the table. I feel like I remember Dia being darker skinned, but yeah. I think it also kind of depends on the lighting. But she definitely doesn't, she's not that dark skinned. Like, I wouldn't consider, I don't know. I don't have dark skin, so I don't get to talk. I'm in the realm of like tan for an Asian. Can't really use K-beauty because I'm tan for an Asian, like an East Asian. But yeah, I don't get to talk. I'm not like brown. Was that it? Yeah, let's do succulents. That's fun. Okay. Here's one. Oh, dude, I don't even know where to start with this guy. I actually think I'm gonna take my gloves off because there's a lot of cobwebs, and it's pretty hard to clean off cobwebs with. I just have to use my fingers. It's a good thing I'm not squeamish about cobwebs anymore. They used to make me so icked out. But I feel like cobwebs are, I'm like, oh yeah, those are my spider friends. I don't think they need this home anymore, so I'm gonna clean it up a little for them. Maybe they can make a new home later. Or like make home somewhere else, not on my fucking plants, you know? Spiders are friends on this patio for the most part, because they eat pests. I hate spiders, send help. I similarly used to be pretty freaked out by spiders, but I think it was gardening really that made me change my mind about it. I'm like trying to pick off all the dead leaves and clean up the spider webs a little. Okay. A few more here. This is like a handful of dead leaves. And then, okay, there's no nice way to do this. I think it might just be time to do bloody murder. So let me make sure I have a container ready for the bloody murder. Just a moment. They need flat containers for succulents. Do I have a suitable... I may need to go grab, like make a new planter right now with my thumbtack technique. I need to go grab some stuff from the kitchen. I'll use these as the water catchers, and then I'll go get some. Yeah, okay, give me like 2 minutes. Oh, I actually found one right here that we can use. I'm gonna drop it here. Came out to say hi. She's been kind of scared of the outside recently. Do you want to see if I can like pull her out? Let me see if I can like pick her up and bring her over. Okay. Oh, she does not. She does not want to be outside. I tried to pick her up and walk outside and she was like kicking at me. So no Sapporo, I apologize. I don't know what made her so scared of the outside world suddenly. Okay, let me get my thumbtack. Okay, got it. Here's the thumbtack. Oh, I don't think these are gonna be wide enough. That's fine. Ugh. Okay, you guys ready for some stabbings? Can Sapporo eat bacon? What? You heard the meow? All cats have a moment where they're outside, they look up, they perceive the universe beyond the atmosphere, and they suddenly don't want to come out anymore. Really? Ugh. This plastic is a lot more flexible, so it's, oh no, I just did it. I just broke off a bud. Okay, so I'm literally gonna shove this bud in the dirt like that, and then it'll like grow a new fucking plant. Succulents are crazy. Every time I propagate a succulent, I'm like, life. Life is crazy. We're going crazy stabbing this. Not a single split happening yet. I'm just gonna have to give it more holes because it's not giving me like big cracks. I can also use my scissors. Hold on. Since this is apparently so flexible. Let me see if I can give it like a proper scissor stabbing. Drainage ASMR is back. This is not so ASMR. Now I have 20, exactly. I have the same problem. Okay, I don't know if this is safe. This is probably not as safe. Do not try this at home, kids.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. That's not bad. It's kind of working. Okay, that's good enough for me. Actually, it's not. I'm gonna get more holes in it. Our nodding is greatly intensifying. Sorry. I know the camera's not on the most stable base. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, here's the base. Poked a bunch of holes in it. Fill it with dirt. I feel like the lunch lady. Nah, here's your pasta. I don't know why that's my lunch lady voice. I think that's just what our lunch lady sounded like in school. Okay, so it's like literally just filled with dirt now. Ah, I just broke off another. This is why I hate handling succulents. I keep breaking off these bits. So I'm not kidding. You literally just take the tip that broke off and you shove it in the dirt like that. And then it's like half buried. And then it makes a fucking new succulent. So I'm gonna treat all of these as succulent nurseries. I'm gonna crop off the heads and shove them in the dirt here. And then, let me get it a little higher up so you guys can see. Is that better? Yeah. And then I will revisit this. Maybe we could do it during a stream and just do like a succulent focus stream, and we'll see how the roots developed, and then we'll do like a succulent arrangement. So this is mostly setting up. This is not itself the planter, this is the nursery. Okay. I kind of want to make this a little damp first. Let me just use one of these cups of water, because it'll make it easier later. Okay. We'll just nest it in this for now. Put this here. Can you guys see? Plant becomes plant. Plant makes more plant. All right, there you go. Let me face the nursery towards you guys. So I'm just gonna go in, and I usually just use my hands, to be honest. I don't like do it very carefully. And I just break the fucking stem off like that. I just broke off the succulent, and then you just shove it in the dirt. Ta-da. And it's just gonna grow new plants. When I was little, I did that with mint plants. Yeah! Mint plants do. Not a good idea in retrospect. Wait, why? You need to grow some dragon fruit. My mom grows them in planters. I think dragon fruit is a little bit high maintenance, so that's why I don't grow it. Oh my god, I just realized there's a baby succulent sprouting here from the last time I like shoved something in the dirt. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with this bit that broke off earlier. I'm just gonna break off, like, basically enough so that it'll stand up in the dirt. Like that. So there's a little bit of stem left, and I can like have room to shove it in and have it be stable. So it stands up. Let's do this one. Here we go. It always feels so violent when I do this, but every time it's fine. Succulents are just crazy. And then I have a lot of little guys here that are, look at how small this one is. Shove it in. Free mint tea. That is one way to look at it for sure. I love how small these are. They're so cute. Okay. And then this one over here is really long. It is a necky boy. I'm gonna break it off. Ooh, that broke off a little too.
too suddenly. Okay. If I were ballsier, these would just go straight into the arrangement, but I'm not a ballsy person, so we are not doing that today. I'm actually gonna get rid of the stems too, because frankly, I don't want them growing back. They bother me. I don't like long succulents. And I already have so many other succulents on this balcony, it's not like I'm missing them. So that was the whole stem from the head that I broke off earlier. Here's another one. Here's another one. Look at all the roots that I just pulled out. Okay. This one has a little baby on its roots. Look at it. Isn't that cute? Just a little guy. Just a little guy joining for the ride. I don't know if I'm gonna bother saving the little guy. I guess I can try. We'll try saving the little guy. We'll see how it goes. I'll just shove it in here. Okay, and then we got a few more little guys. Honestly, knowing me, this might end up being the actual planter, because I'll be too lazy to replant after. So this is it. It'll just become the next succulent planter. The thing is, I want them back in this container because I really like the planter. This is a weird case where I put like a bud that had fallen off and I put it in the dirt and it sprouted roots, but it grew in a really odd way. Like that, it's weird. It doesn't look right. I mean, it's fine. I'll just shove it in here and we'll see what happens, which is always what I do with succulents anyway. It's no different from the usual. Same for this one. Okay, planter top deco. It kind of is. It feels like deco. There's a free game on Steam called Viridi where you do exactly this. Are you serious? Viridi? Wait, I'm gonna look it up. Viridi? Oh, I think the neighbors are watering their plants. It's dripping onto my balcony. Viridi. A gardening sim. Succulents? They grow on your phone or computer while you're away? That's so cute. Wait, I love that. Thank you for recommending it. I might check it out later. Okay. And then let me see if I can rescue. There's like weeds in here too, and get rid of them. Can you guys see? Probably not. Let me. What's the better way to... Here? Okay. The problem with this planter is it's so... Like, the dirt is so impacted because it's been for so long that... Oh, God. Fine. That's fine. I can live with that. That's fucked up, but okay. It hasn't even rooted yet. The whole thing came out. I must have shoved it in there like a while ago. Alright, well now you have a new place to be shoved into, I guess. That's what she said. Let me try to tiny shovel my way out of these. So the roots shouldn't be that deep. They're just succulents. I can't see chat anymore. What's the sweatiest video game you've ever played? Sweatiest? Like most try hard? Probably Hades. I think it's probably Hades. I think that's right. Bro, Hades was a time. Is there still room in this? It's kind of full. I think I have one more spot for you. Right here. Okay, there we go. There's the succulent nursery. Jajang. Oh, yo. Just fell over. Let me pack it in a little bit tighter than that.
Why are you like this? Okay. That's fine. I think I can get away with that. Good enough. Our little succulent garden. This might very well become its own thing in the end. I'm gonna try to read the French. The stream is giga chill. I like that, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Our French friend whose chat I mostly can't read. Welcome to chat. Basic, play Hades. Play Hades. Is Oil a different vibe from Aya? Yeah. I think Oil is a little different from Aya. That's a good question. I don't know how to explain it though. Oyo versus Aya. Those are two different exclamations. But yeah, I really adore it. It's so cute. It might just end up being a planter at this point. Look how cute it is. Okay, and then I need to do something about this. I don't know what to do about it actually, because it's scary, because it might die. But also, it's okay if it dies. Because okay, you know what? That's the mindset. It's okay if it dies because I have more. What was I saying earlier? My mom's advice was to be a good plant parent, you have to first be a bad plant parent. That's just how it is. I'm going to try to take this whole ass Vix plant here. This whole thing. It grew from something like this big. And I'm going to try to put it in its own pot. I have a pot here. Right here. So we'll see how it goes. I still have to start Octopath Traveler 2. Too many games is such a real problem. I hope you find time to play them soon. Oh god, it's so... All of the roots here are so packed together. I don't know. You just start as easy. I think once you've started Octopath, it might be hard to put it down, to be honest. Especially the second game. The first one I think took a little while to grow on me, but the second game I was like instantly hooked. Well, to be fair, I was biased as well. Okay, so I'm just like using my tiny shovel and trying to liberate this plant right now without breaking too many of its roots. I can feel the roots breaking, but I think whatever I can save, this little root ball, I'll live with it. That is acceptable. I swear I had a tiny planter I could have put this in. Oh, right here. Tiny terracotta planter. So I'll just scoop up some dirt and then we'll just get it in there. IMO Oil is more surprise vibes, while as this is something I could have done something different about. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good summary. Yeah, but Aya can also have an element of surprise, or has that element of surprise, versus Oil isn't too much like a, oh, I could have done better type vibe. So yeah, I think that's fair. Here, wait, it's a little overfilled right now. I'm trying to make room for this fucking root ball, bro. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I was just going in fucking blind. Like that. I should really start wearing gardening gloves even for succulents, because this is getting a little absurd. I would Oil, but I oh-ho instead. That works. Why not? Oh my god, it's so cute. It looks like a tiny tree. It looks like a tiny tree. Look at it. Look at it go. It's just a little guy. What a little guy. I'm very excited for you. You're going to live a long, happy life. It's going to live such a long, happy life. Okay, let me clean up some of its dead leaves too. All right, now we have 2 guys left here to disentangle. Are you connected to the parent plant? You probably are. Oh boy, here we go. That's the circumstance. If I saw a snail, I would say, oh ho. Oh god. Okay, the whole thing's coming out. You guys ready? Well. I do not want a repeat of the last stream. What am I supposed to do with this whole ass disc? This is a plant puck. It's a root brick. It's a plant union. It's a plant union. Look at all those roots. That's a whole cake. What am I supposed to do with you, buddy? Murder.
Murder. Murder. Oh, there's dirt all over the floor. I fucked up. Okay. If I just break it, what's it gonna do? You know, like, die? Probably. Okay, okay. We're just gonna, save what we can. I'm adding this little guy now to the other little guy's pot. They can be friends. They are going to be friends. Right here. Right here. You're gonna have a little guy join you. Where's my shovel? Tiny shovel. Right here, buddy. You guys are friends now. Right? That'll work for sure. For sure, for sure. I see no problem with this arrangement, except that it's not staying put. Please go a little deeper, my friend. Thank you. Oh, why won't you stand up straight? That's fine. He's got a little friend now. I should give it some water. Okay. Maybe now it'll stand up straight once the water settles in. Once it's a little moister. It's a big guy and his little friend. Oh, let me get rid of this leaf. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Okay, that's fine. Hydration. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Anyone else think of secret tunnel? I always think of secret tunnel. I'm always with you. Okay. Now back to the puck. Do you guys see this succulent friend that's like hiding in there? It's like a different plant altogether. I wonder if I can get it out of there. Maybe. Maybe that worked. It might have. If it doesn't die after this, I will consider it having worked. The thing is, I can't figure out which of these roots is like from the other plant and which of these roots is like from this succulent. So it's a little bit hard. Big guy and his little friend, my son, branch only is Xiao. You are not wrong. Xiao is small. We love him for it. Alright, that seems like a you root rather than a them root. We'll run with it. We'll just say whatever's in this root ball belongs to you, and I won't mess with it anymore. Seems believable enough. I just need a pot. Starting to run out of those. Huh. Really makes you think. Here, we'll use the ugly pink one that I can't stand, because it shouldn't be in here for that long anyway. Big handful of dirt going in. Another big handful of dirt going in. Alright, that should be good. That should do it. We'll give you some water too. A little bit more dirt. And water. Okay. Wow, what a productive stream. This is crazy. I did not imagine that this is where we were going today. Okay, and now the question is, can I get this in a shape where it'll fucking fit in that pot? I don't know. Xiao is kind of an Aranara. Crystal fly Xiao. Is Xiao kind of an Aranara because you can only see him if he wants you to see him or something like that? Like, only some people can see him type beat. I'm like, maybe if I just plant it kind of like diagonally into the pot, it'll be okay. I think I can get away with that. Like, just, it's supposed to be like this, but if I just tilt it like that in the pot, surely it's fine. He's gonna need industrial hand soap after this stream. Ah, nah, I'm always out in the garden like, I like having my hands in the dirt. The main thing is getting the dirt out from under my nails. I usually have to go in with like a toothpick or something. That's also true. I've decided he's becoming progressively smaller. I love the way you phrase that, Maria. Like, I've decided. Okay. Will she fit? She will not fit. She will not fit. I will loosen this side a little more. The germaphobe in me is crying. It's not bad once you wash your hands after. I love the feeling of hands in dirt. I think that's the main trait you have to have if you're gonna be a gardener, is to enjoy getting down and dirty. Xiao being short was a perfect design decision. Yes, I agree. The number of Chinese people who were playing this game in English who told me, like diaspora people who were like, dude, I literally thought Xiao's name was just like Xiao, like small. It's gotta be a pun. It's gotta be a pun. They gotta have done that on purpose. Like, come on. Come on. You cannot convince me they did not do that on purpose. Oh, it fits! It fits! Okay, so now I just gotta get some dirt in there. Not any of this. This has like all the dead roots that I pulled out of it, so it's going in the trash. This one is getting proper dirt. Fresh dirt. Some fresh dirt for the ride. I should probably get my shovel out for this, actually. Here we go. Yep. Okay. This is going great. It's going great. Oh, damn. Why'd I use my hands again? Okay, I think that is enough, to be honest. Oh, maybe not. After I settled it a bit. Not quite. There's dirt everywhere, dude. Wasn't Xiao named after this Chinese mythical creature thing? Yeah, like a little mountain demon. It's like a mountain baboon, monkey-coated demon. Ow. I keep breaking off bits of this plant. I'm so sorry. You're going through so much abuse right now. You did not deserve this. You deserved a better parent than me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing this to you. Okay, some water. The other water's icky. I don't want to use it. I'll go and do a round of watering after. Okay. And you see this guy that broke off? We're gonna stick it in the dirt. It's gonna make a new plant. Trust. It's gonna join Zhongli and Xiao here. This is Chi-Chi. Zhongli, Xiao, Chi-Chi. What am I? A genius! Alright, there we go. Very successful repotting. I'm going to keep this container for next stream when we take them out of the nursery. And they'll get a proper succulent arrangement. And it also might never happen. I might never get around to it. I will just be honest about that. Okay. Let's go over what we repotted. Let me clean up slightly over here and we'll take a look at everything that has a new home. Get my shovel and the dirt out of the way. There's a lot of gross stuff in here that has to go in compost. A lot of spider webs on my hands. Okay. This is broken. We're gonna trash it. Get the dirt back in the bin. I got a bin of dirt. I got a bin of dirt. I got a bin of dirt. And guess what's inside? Okay. Boop. I think these should all go in compost actually, because it's got trash in it. Can you see? There's like leaves and debris and stuff. Compost. Okay. Oh my god, there's dirt all over my iPad. I'm gonna have to sanitize that with like an alcohol wipe. Okay. Whee! Alright, let's take a look at the spoils of war today. How's the Bart family doing? Oh my god! Let me show you. Let me show you. 1 second. Okay, so first off, these are the kids. Do you remember we planted Bart with some potato children? However, the soil, every time I rewater it, it like the soil moves a little bit, and in the process, Bart's eye Bart's eye has become exposed. So you can see his corpse peeking out of the bottom. The eye is just staring at me. It sees all. Bart's eye sees all. But his children are doing great. Look at his children are fantastic. They're flourishing. Hey, what's going on out here? This is why you bury 6 feet deep. Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked how the Bart family's doing. Such a good dad watching over his kids, truly. Oh, my stomach fucking hurts. I love Bart. I think Bart has been the greatest saga to come out of my streaming journey. One of these days I gotta cut together like a super compilation of all the Bart moments. Are we doing a stretch? We're gonna stretch with Bart. Here, okay, so hold your Bart in your hands like this and reach Bart out towards the webcam. Rotate your shoulders in a figure 8 formation while you hold Bart's entire family. Raise Bart above your head and reach for the ceiling. Try to make sure that Bart and his brethren scrape the skies. Reach towards heaven, where you will find them in the afterlife. And then reach backwards towards hell. Oh! Okay, I think that's good. That's it for the stretch. Chat, what's the Bart lore? Oh boy. It's gonna take a while. Anyway, so that's Bart and his family. They're doing great. I think Bart himself is definitely dead. No signs of sprouting from Bart the father. However, the children, the cousins, the extended family is doing fantastic. Kayus, happy 21 months. Hello, thank you for the resub. Ascending the whole family during stretches. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay, let me put Bart away. Let's go through everything we got done. I'm very proud of it. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Today, let me get the little guys first. So, we finally repotted this old snake plant that had been propagating for 2 years. We finally repotted this old peperomia that had been propagating for probably half a year. We did a whole succulent separation, resurrection type thing in which Zhong Li Xiao and Chi Chi got repotted because they broke off of their parents. This was the unwelcome visitor that was hanging out with Zhong Li Xiao and Chi Chi's family that I aggressively ripped out by the roots and now has its own home. We believe in finding accessible, affordable housing for those of us who, you know, may have to turn to other ways of getting housing, such as squatting. Okay, we respect it. But since we don't want a squatter in the house, we're going to find the squatter a new home. And that's what happened here. This and this. These are the remnants of vine cuttings that should have gone to the trash, but for some reason they rooted. And so now I had to find them a new home, and so now they have pots. It remains to be seen whether they will survive after this. They may not. If they don't, so be it. Owl Butter TV, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time here as an egg. These are the descendants of a yucca plant that I killed 2 years ago. This is the older sibling. These are the 2 younger siblings. These 2 have been sitting in water for probably 2 years. This guy has been flourishing in the dirt for like a good year or so. They both deserve to thrive, and so this one has been upgraded, and so has this one. I'm sure they will be fine. Thank you to the anonymous gift subber to bench. Is 3 here?
I didn't think 3 was here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Or is it 9? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's the likely offender today. This is a little big, so I'm gonna put it on the side. These 2 plants. Hey, yeah. These 2 plants were cohabiting unexpectedly because this one's parent decided it wanted to fucking cuckoo's nest its babies into someone else's planter. So these 2 were cohabiting. I have now aggressively separated them. They have gone through a breakup. It was, it was a friendly breakup. I'm sure they will continue to live next to each other very peacefully. And maybe, who knows, maybe this one will also have children and it will also choose to put its children in its old friend's pot. It could happen again. I would be very excited if that is true. I can't believe Ying is homophobic. I know, I separated the roommates. Oh my god, we should name them. This is Kave. And this is Alhaitham. I'm doing that right now. Alright. Now that that's decided. This is like a long sprawl. Yeah, no, this is the family drama. This is the Ying plant family drama. This is all of the lore. And then let's see. Oh, this is the parent for Zhong Li Xiao and Chi Chi over here. And this is the squatter that was living in this guy's house. So we've gotten rid of it. There were a lot of other, friends and neighbors in the cul-de-sac that they lived in together. And so many of them have been aggressively moved to this nursery. Here this is transitional housing for a lot of people who have been displaced. And that's okay. They will find a new place to live very soon once they put down roots. Literally. Very literally. These guys were also rooting from some trimmings. This was the proof of concept. I wasn't sure it would root so well. They rooted really well. So now they get their own pot. And this is a pot upgrade for a plant that is very healthy. The root ball was actually shockingly healthy. So that's this one. And that's everything we repotted today, I think. Oh, and also the dumb cane, which is on the floor. It's too big, so I'm not gonna pick it up. That guy just needed an upgrade. We did give it a splint a little bit, some tape around to make it stand up straighter. Can't have my kids growing up not straight. That's not acceptable. So. At this point, what? I've made NIMBY jokes. I've made homophobe jokes. I've made gentrification jokes. This is the worst, dude. I want out. Oh, this guy was like being dramatic and like kind of dying. So we upgraded his pot and we'll see if it does well. Yeah. Okay, now I think that's everything. I also pulled out some other plants to show you guys. If anyone missed it, if you were at last repotting stream and you want to know what happened to that big root ball that I spent an hour stabbing, this is what happened to it. It's actually doing quite well. It's flourishing. It went through a tricky period over here where it started to bald a little bit. But we're gonna embrace balding, okay? Pattern baldness is just, it's a fact of life. We shouldn't make fun of people for balding, okay? So we will be respectful and we will celebrate the fact that despite the balding, this plant is now flourishing and putting out very healthy new growth. So my root ball stabbing was very successful, in other words. My squatter moved down, now he makes even more. I'm happy for him. Yeah, no, see, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. We've decided to bald gracefully. Exactly. And that's it. Welcome to the, here are all the plants. This is it. Can someone take a screenshot for me? I don't have hands. Ying and their plant family and all of chat. Yay. Okay, that's it. I need to clean up now. All these plants need to find a new fucking home, which is crazy. I don't even know where I put all of my plants, to be honest. Oh, I need to give them a watering too, which I will do shortly after I end stream. Everyone say cheese! Cheese! Let's take a photo together. I'll come back and take a screenshot later. Cheese! Say cheese! Chat, say cheese! I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let's take a family photo. Cheddar! Cheese, 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 cheese! I've laid out all of our messy family drama for you, and I hope you will hold my family dearly in your hearts. Thank you for joining me for today's stream. Jeez. Peace. Okay, my fingers are so fucking filthy, but I'll just have to wipe my laptop down after. Let's go find someone to raid. I'm so sorry, my mic is like super in the wrong place. Let's find someone to raid. Twitch.tv. Come on. What a successful stream, guys. I'm so happy. I'm glad it all turned out so well. Alka's streaming. Joshua's streaming Zenless Zone 0. UD is sleeping. Akui is streaming, guys. Let's go say hi to Akui. Okay, if you guys don't know Akui, Akui is a regular in this chat and in the Discord. A very, very skilled and talented artist. Akui is streaming Fate Grand Order today, so we're gonna go say hi to Akui. It's always fun to visit a community member after stream. I should actually do a thing where we can make a little thread of people who in the community have streams themselves. I can make sure to raid more of you guys. I feel like it's always the same people. My bad. Okay. Woo! I almost knocked a plant over. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, have a wonderful time of day. I will see you guys next stream, which will be next week. Probably, I think I'm gonna stream the TOT anniversary Marius card, and then maybe we'll do Star Rail 2.3 after that. So that's the Hoyo stream for next week. I'll post a stream schedule on Discord as always. Reminder to do the postcards if you guys haven't yet. You can use points, or if you are already subbed for I think a year and over, or you can buy your way into it with gift subs. That's also okay. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Oh no, there's violence happening in chat. There's violence. What's happening? Bye.